smuggle spice off of Arrakis just to mix it with poison? What is the nature of this tainted spice? Is it altered spice melange or something else? Who on Ix and on Arrakis would be involved in this conspiracy? To what end? The Harkonnen chase the leads like us, so it's unlikely to be them. We have reason to suspect Imperial involvement. That, plus the Ixian leadership, suggests a carefully covered secret. If we grasp that fulcrum, we can bend the motion of the Imperium. If we do that, we can save House Atreides from doom. Do we have the audacity? That question I have an answer for. We do.
Hey, Ollie. Don't know if anyone will find this message, but if they do, I hope it makes its way to you. Looks like I'm not going to make this week's card game. A big Harkonnen force ambushed our convoy. They obviously knew where we'd be. Don't know how many ships we lost, but I'm guessing a lot. I survived the crash, but we had a major drive breach. Radiation's off the charts. It's been an honor serving with you. But for you, Ollie, you always had my back. Hope you get through all this and get back to Caladan real soon. Raise a glass of the good stuff for me when you can.
Shield on! Back up! Reveal yourself. I need backup. Offline.
We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindliness to prepare for the typhoon. On our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant and violence was religion. Have you learned its name, Wali? We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina. So many planets across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all. A long journey, young Wali. But we are almost home. Just one last place of suffering, where our children were taken and made slaves. The time of Mihna has ended. Young Wali, pass within and seek your Ummah.
The Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge. You are no Masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here? The Fremen are long gone. Their siege is abandoned. Only their ghosts remain to haunt these halls. That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it? Perhaps we can help each other. I'm a scholar of Fremen social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Masquerade trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down. Why don't we go together? Then you can call me Ari. And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred. South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin. Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account. And I'm hoping the truth, or part of it, awaits us inside. If we survive. It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at their craft. I see the work of a socially and materially advanced people. A people with the innate practicality and good sense to worship a local and very available god. That's also, conveniently, an apex-men predator. This would have been the central water repository for the entire Siege community. The Fremen value water above any commodity. Feel the dampness in the air? The smell of wet stone? It reminds me of a special place, far away from here. To the Fremen, water is holy. Water is life. Consider the still suit, a design that's both a testament to Fremen ingenuity and a metaphor for their almost religious determination to never waste a drop. Did you encounter the Masquerade on your way here? They're some kind of cult. Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west. It's odd to see them this far east, but if they found this place, they'll be coming. Down here, water discipline would finally be relaxed. Visitors could shed their dusty still suits and find refreshment. Looks like there's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray. We'll probably find that a lot of corridors and subchambers are collapsed and impassable. Some would have been brought down by the Sardaukar to deny key areas and resources to any survivors. Themselves. Don't touch the dead. It's standard Sardaukar doctrine to booby-trap the bodies of their fallen enemy.
Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps to begin. Bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil.
Congratulations. You share the knowledge of a Fremen pre-adolescent. Now we come to the private living areas of the Siege proper. In a Siege community, the leader was known as the Naib, and the various Naibs were often jealous of each other and liked to measure their relative influence by the number of hearths they commanded within their Siege. Siege Talab is a smaller Siege hosting roughly 500 hearths. Siege Tabor, by comparison, the community Pardo Kynes lived within, was said to host well over 2,000. That's the Masquerade. I was hoping it would take them longer to arrive in force. We'd better hurry up and be done with our business here. This must be the Cavern of Council, the cultural and political heart of any Siege community. It's here that Siege dwellers would gather to hear a traveling crier regale the community with news from beyond. And up there, upon that great terrace extending over the moon, is the reason we're here today. At death still, the place all Fremen end up at death, so they may return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the tribe shall reveal the path," and I believe the path in question is related to the secret that's brought us both here. And while you are clearly no Fremen, you were able to pass their biometric locks without tampering or delay. Whatever lies beyond here, I believe your blood is the key.
this. I am likely dead or captured. I came to Siege Talab in the same condition you'll find it now. Abandoned and despoiled. I must have triggered some kind of hidden alarm, because the Sardaukar were at my heels before long. They found me. I haven't long. So listen well. I was brought to this planet, like you and many others, with one overriding directive: find the Fremen. But when I finally came face to face with my quarry, I did not find the villains as described by the Communinet or the Emperor. Instead, I found a noble people being drawn into a conspiracy not of their making. A conspiracy extending from the very heart of the Imperium to the dark corridors of... I have to go. They don't know where I am right now, but I can't risk them finding what I leave for you. I wish there was more time. I have much to tell you, but your mere presence in this secret chamber indicates that the ones who sent us will not stop until they achieve their aims. I have hidden the details of my journey on a mimetic film locked within the safe on the wall. As with the security door and the death still, our blood is the key. And now, I lead the Sardaukar as far from here as I may. Ma salam.
Tricky Fremen. I believe more than half the technology in this room violates the first 11 Butlerian prescriptions. Probably more. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. And while the Fremen are ingenious, this technology far exceeds their reach. Who are you really? This film is encrypted with a kind of protection I've only encountered in the restricted section at the Nemesine Library on Artesia. I believe that encryption was of Ixian origin. That's not good. We need an Ixian decoder to access whatever is on this, and I have access to the resources of a great house. If we Atreides are known for anything, it's our stiff-necked honor. Besides, as a mystery, you rank right up there with this film. Parting with people is a sadness. A place is only a place. The Masquerette. I'm going to try to draw them off. I'll make contact when I have the film decrypted.
Infidels! The lightning worm cannot be deceived! You will pay for your desecration in blood! After them! Do not let them escape! Eyes on it!
Are you there? I've been trying to reach you for a while. I haven't managed to find an Ixian decoder for the Mnemic film anywhere. And that is unusual, given the resources I have access to. It's as if they've been deliberately removed from the face of Arrakis. I'll keep looking, but I wanted to let you know. Keep your eyes open. Maybe one of the towns has a black market trader who kept one in stock. I'll be in contact.
Oi, what's your poison? There's been trouble all around, but nothing to worry about if you don't partake. You need to ask upstairs. Yeah.
That is Zantara's bat!
Vujki od Brezhkai, Vaj do. You are not the lion, but that is his beast.
Let's make this quick. I have a transport due any time now. Demo, Azat, and whoever you are, get out. And you. I don't know you. And that's a problem because it's my job to know everyone around here. Even the degenerate smuggler I declined to name as Mara Effendi. Of course I know that rogue. It's my job to know, and I'm good at my job. But then you come along to make me look bad in front of my superior. You were sighted fleeing the scene of a terrible crash. A prison transport, as I understand it, carrying work crews bound for Neo-Carthag. But here's the strange thing. We recovered the crew and passenger manifests. And what do you think we found? All hands were accounted for. 87 names, 87 bodies. Which brings us back to our central mystery. You. Who are you? How did you come to be on that shuttle? But most importantly, how are you known to the Fremen outlaw Zantara?
Avdo Prejtkiva.
The Sardaukar say he helped you, and only you.
Spado Has.
It's a shame we've not the time to dig deeper. I'm sure you would have much to share given the proper incentive. But alas, my expertise is required elsewhere. And while the Sardaukar are many things, jailers, they are not. So then, you may take your secrets to the grave. We will find and kill your Fremen confederate in any event.
No slight to you, Tors. I just thought that this interrogation might benefit from my visage. Hypnoligation. This prisoner was deliberately layered with a compulsion, and my face is the trigger. Enough of this. So a mystery within a mystery. Who did this to our prisoner and why? And what does it have to do with Zantara the Lion? Bring them.
Fascinating. Your compulsion is designed to react only to the sight of my real face. This projection allows us to talk face to face, so to speak. I am Count Hasimir Fenring. I serve the Emperor as observer and confidant, and I keep his Sardaukar from getting too far off the leash. You've heard the expression, the spice must flow. I am the man who ensures that it continues to do so. So, having established who I am, we turn to you. An escaped prisoner, a survivor. But every person carries their past with them. Who are you? A former citizen, perhaps. Whatever your old life, it cannot have been particularly noteworthy. What is noteworthy is this sequence of events. A crashed prison transport, an escaped prisoner rescued by the outlaw Zantara. Finally, an insidious form of compulsion that forces the subject to kill themselves rather than be subject to my presence. It's almost flattering. Do you remember who gave you this compulsion? Do you know how it came to be. As you will, then. And then Zantara rescues you from the wreckage of the ship. Why you? What is your association with him? Truth be told, I am less interested in the outlaw. The Sardaukar want his head, but my interests rarely align with those of the Imperial Legion. No, I am mostly interested in whoever did this to you, and whether there is a way we can help each other. I can use someone like you. Someone who can survive in difficult situations. And in return, I promise you answers. For now, do nothing. Enjoy your freedom. But when you are ready, make your way to Hanevar's bar in Harko village. Find my contact. That will let her know who you are. Be discreet. The ones who did this to you are powerful and subtle. I cannot protect you from their compulsion. We've spoken long enough. I will have the guards return your weapons and put you out in the street. I will keep my agent apprised of what I learn. I leave you with this. Do not waste sorrow over the aristocracy of misfortune. You have your life to live.
The kitten is back. Do we have business? I like to think that Fenring has good taste in his acquisitions. But you look like a problem to me. My family has a sense for these things. My father calls it his spice nose. Knowing when a job is going to go bad. And you're bad news. My father prefers that other people don't discuss his business. But my name is Alara Tuek. I'm here to hold your leash, kitten. Oh, not me, kitten. This is Fenring's show. He wants you to do a little wet work. Assassination. Straight from the handbook. Educational and thrilling. Oh, it's a boring old book from almost 10,000 years ago. A list of ways to kill people, and the weapons you can use under the Great Convention. Oh, his instructions were very specific, kitten. You're going to learn the how and why of the Assassin's Handbook. I have two names to whisper to you, kitten. The Glutton and the Paranoid. Which do you want to hear about? It was inevitable that with the Fremen gone, someone would seize upon the threads of their mysticism. A new cult has been born in the Haga Basin. They call themselves the Masquerette, a bunch of worm worshippers haunting the ruins of an old power station. And their leader? A prophet. No one has ever seen her in the flesh, but her Solido projection preaches to her faithful every day. Her inner chamber is guarded by 5 pentashields. The access keys for each shield are carried by 4 of her most fervent followers, except for the 5th key. That she keeps with her at all times. worthy thought, kitten, but no. She never leaves her place of contemplation. Instead, use the shield dissembler to get through the final door. A dissembler takes time and patience to use. They cannot be used against personal shields. They take minutes to align with pentashields. If you are caught, you do not know me. You have never heard the name Fenring. Will you find our paranoid cult leader, kitten? Then go, kitten. Show them your claws.
Trust in the wisdom of House Harkonnen to guide us to glory.
I've been waiting for you. Keeping an eye on things. Dodging Sardaukar patrols. Making sure that everyone who was looking for me was looking in the wrong places. The Sardaukar let you go. Either you told them something valuable enough to buy your freedom, or you've been working for them all along. Which is it? I'm not concerned with what you think you said, Offworlder. I'm concerned about what they learned. Did anything unusual happen? This compulsion. Fenring seems unusually interested in you. I warn you, Offworlder. He's a dangerous man. He's one of the best duelists in the Imperium, but he is the Emperor's right hand. A man who works from the shadows. Whoever gave you this compulsion must not want their secrets or knowledge of your mission to fall into his hands. Carry on exactly as Fenring has asked. He's almost certainly watching you. Your best hope is to do as he bids. Meet his contact. Carry out their assignments. Pay attention. Anything Fenring asks you to do will serve a double purpose. Plans within plans.
Someone's here.
There's someone here. Need to reload.
Of all things, the origin without beginning, and admonishes us against our forgetting. But we do not forget. No! For that is what Shai Hulud demands that we are steadfast, that we endure. Not all have been constant in their devotion. No, our so-called brethren of the desert are Fremen in name only. Fremen is a name that unites them. Yet I say it is a name that sets them apart. Know that Shai Hulud is the life of Arrakis, and the Masquerades are the water that sustains it. Sanctify your hearts, my people, and forever live in Shai Hulud.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I knew that you would come. I saw you in my dreams. Even my loyal lieutenants were unable to keep you at bay. And for what? I did everything that they asked of me. Find the Fremen. There were no Fremen to find. So I did the next best thing. I created new Fremen. Better Fremen. My mas correct. Still, it is never enough. I'm tired of being afraid. Tired of the voices that they put in my head. Please, let us end this. One way or another. Heavens stand open and scatter their riches. My hands need but gather their will. Why do I think of an ambush and poison in my molten cup? Why do I feel my years? Love's arms beckon with their naked delights, and Eden's promises of ecstasies. Why do I remember the scars, dream of old transgressions? And why do I sleep with fears?
The kitten is back. Do we have business? My sources inform me that a certain cult leader has met their end. Good kitty. Are you ready to hear about the glutton? A new leader has risen amongst the slavers of the Haga Basin. We know almost nothing, except this. His appetite is voracious. The Assassin's Handbook teaches us of chaumas, poison in the food. Take this file. Find this leader, and poison his food. Your way has been prepared. Our agent, Petir, hides among the slavers. Find Petir, and he will tell you what he knows. If you are caught, you do not know me. You have never heard the name Fenring.
me alone. Unless... Are you the one I have been waiting for? Oh, thanks, the Emperor. Tell Ilara that I am done. I cannot do this kind of work anymore. When I first got here, I infiltrated the slaves quickly. I heard about the special cadre of slaves being kept for a special leader. I knew this is who we were looking for, but he eats people. He cuts them open and tears off their flesh in great quivering chunks. I have seen him. Sometimes he doesn't wait until they are dead. Take it. Take the key. But I warn you, do not go down there. He'll be waiting. He can smell anything, anywhere.
Yourself in blood. Charm us. Poison in the food. Most poisons don't work on Arrakis. The spice protects. I wonder if the one who sent you here knew that, or if they had plans within plans. This hunger I have, it isn't natural. It controls me. It compels. Do you ever feel compelled? What? Are you driven by something you cannot define? Do you control it? Or does it control you?
This next canto is disturbing. You have my sympathies. If your tongue offends, remove it. If your eyes cause you to stumble, pluck them out.
And now, our next and finest Gesserit. The Sand Tiger Shark, Cacharius Taurus, native to Old Terra. The Sand Tiger displays a curious reproductive strategy, one of intrauterine cannibalism. When the largest embryonic shark reaches a certain size threshold, it kills and devours its siblings. In the blackness of the primordial pocket ocean, that is, the sand tiger hunts its fellow embryos, absorbing their nutrients and achieving exponential growth. When the lone sand tiger shark emerges from the womb, it is stronger and better able to deal with predators and
Have you seen what you needed to see? Is this the path you desired? Consider the strands that came before. Consider the strands that lie ahead. Consider whom you allowed to become entangled in those strands. Consider the choices.
I have something for us, but you must act quickly. An Ixian freighter lost contact with the spaceport at Arrakis on its descent from the Highliner. I don't know what it's carrying, but it's a safe bet that the command deck will carry the Ixian decoder technology we need. The problem is that Ixian tech is rare and valuable, so you'd better get there before the wreck is picked clean by scavengers. You'll know it by its name, the Hephaestus. I guess that makes you Prometheus in this story.
It seems this poor bastard has some metal lodged in his throat. Nothing to be done about it, of course. Unless you're a sick doctor, which I'm fairly certain you are not. Yes, quite the opposite, in fact. You have the look of a degenerate killer about you. A happy development, as it were. It just so happens I'm in need of a degenerate killer. The smoke from this wreckage is already visible across 3 sectors. While the ship released a brief distress call in the minutes before impact, there was a second, discreet call on an encrypted frequency. A frequency reserved for the Regis Familia, which puts me in a bit of a bind. I'm highborn, and while I was merely passing through, I am honor-bound to investigate any distress call transmitted on a noble frequency. I don't expect you to understand, gutter-born as you surely are. But understand this. As the sole-ranking Imperial subject of the First Order, I am fully empowered to compel your assistance on this mission. You will help me find and extricate the highborn passenger behind the distress call. Unless you question my authority, in which case you might find some metal lodged in your throat. Help me with my rescue, and I will keep an eye out for whatever bauble you require. We'll find your decoder and my highborn and abscond with our spoils before the rabble of the desert shows up. Deal? It's not unheard of for highborns to travel incognito using old cargo containers, usually refurbished with luxury appointments. I will endeavor to locate the cargo manifest so that we may ascertain exactly which container we are looking for, and that thing you want, of course. I'll stay in contact over the net. Kill anything that moves. To have to engage and secure the hold. An easy bit of work for a killer like you. The Suboids are brain-hand laborers with no aptitude for combat, and they are light sensitive.
What are you doing? The Suboys are gonna kill us all! Those were just the ones outside! They want revenge, they'll be coming after us! I'm just crew. My name is Suf Rondi. This is my 3rd voyage on the Hephaestus. They just went insane. Started attacking us all. The captain sealed off the bridge and warned the rest of us to get to safety. At first we could stay in the lights, avoid them, but they got into the engines somehow and the ship crashed. And the lights went out. After that, it was just screams in the darkness. I hid in here to wait for rescue, but that's not why you're here, is it? There's an eye scanner attached to the pentashield. If you've got authorization, it unlocks the pentashield. Well, yes, No, I'm not going out there. Besides, if you killed the Suboys in here, the others will be trapped on the other side. No, you wouldn't! Leave me alone!
I was right about you, my degenerate killer. I'm in the ship's power center. The emergency power is holding. Perhaps I can relay power to the lights in the cargo area. Try not to die until I solve this bit of technical tomfoolery. I'm doing something. That was the engines. Almost have it. The 7th day, the Na-Baron said, "Let there be light." That was taxing. Now, you're going to have to locate the mechanism to move the containers around. Pushed, I will, for the most part, admit the Ixian technology is reliable. So, you're looking for an Ixian decoder on an Ixian shipwreck, which makes sense. But what I'm curious about is what you want to decode. Don't worry. Like most things, the mystery of your purpose here is probably beneath my notice. Still, I have to wonder who tipped you off about this shipwreck. How you got here so fast. Don't worry, though. We can have a thorough discussion about it after we've rescued the princess and salvaged your Ixian decoder. Ah, the layout of this frigate is maddening. We're looking for container HH40236. Describe what you see. Leave nothing out. That's Bene Gesserit garb. So our trapped noble was a Bene Gesserit. An orange Catholic Bible. What's that passage again?
Beware the seeds you sow and the crops you reap. Do not curse God for the punishment you inflict upon yourself. And a communionate council set to an Atreides frequency. Looking at the system files, it seems the remaining Ixians and our Bene Gesserit noble have barricaded themselves in the bridge. I must admit something to you. I'm afraid I haven't been entirely candid about our mission. Neither my presence here nor the identity of our rescue subject are as random as I might have first let on. A Bene Gesserit sister, a noble with highly placed Atreides contacts, returning in secret from Warwick 9, home of the Bene Gesserit Mother School. I do believe my errant princess has come home at last.
We need officer clearance to access the bridge. Fortunately, the captain decided to remain with the ship. He wasn't using it anymore. There are more in here than I expected. More than should reasonably fit, in fact.
Well, that's not a positive development. Try to switch the lights on. These fight with unexpected ferocity. Anytime now.
Hail the conquering hero. Hello? It's safe to come out now? The enemy is vanquished. For day one. Well then, when one sends out a distress call, the least one can do is stay around to get rescued.
Clearly not here. My sources were either wrong or just unreliable.
Though the distress signal was real enough, apparently my princess.
Oh, the Galassian girls will do it for pearls, and the Arrakeen for water. But if you desire dames like consuming flames, try a Caledonian daughter.
Gurney Halleck.
Do I have the honor of addressing Fade Rotha? I was watching you on the Suboids ran wild, we suspected Harkonnen interference. So I laid a little trap of my own.
Where is the girl?
Oh, you fool. The ship was carrying a different cargo. She was never even here. And she doesn't belong to you.
The betrothal remains, Halleck. A signed and sealed agreement. Or do the Atreides no longer keep their word?
Oh, to the letter, Harkonnen. But unlike my Lord Duke, I've seen the slave pits of Gated Prime. Atreides don't sell Atreides.
You'd stand against the will of the Sisterhood?
I won't need to. No groom, no wedding. I have triggered the explosives that I attached to the fuel chambers of the ship. You have moments to live. Goodbye.
The storm outside must be interfering with the detonation signal, which buys us time to escape. Well, not much time.
Can you hear me? Hello? The wreck is not safe. Tony Halleck has laid a trap. He's going to blow it up. Get out of there!
Another time then, my degenerate killer.
Are you there? Did you make it out? Cool, Ahad. I swear, Gurney is going to go too far one day. My father will have to bring him to heel. My father... I should have mentioned who he was. Duke Leto Atreides, the Red Duke. Wait, you're not Harkonnen, are you? Actually, don't tell me. It doesn't matter. Let's just focus on decoding this film. I can't meet you right now. My parents, mostly my mother, are watching me very closely. They weren't impressed by my brush with the Masquerade. Keep the decoder safe, and I'll meet you as soon as I can. And keep your net open. And stay away from strangers. Gurney always says you can judge a person by the company they keep.
Oh, look. The kitten is back. Do we have business? Oh, very good, kitten. Fenring is pleased that you're becoming so comfortable with the Assassin's Handbook. I have another task for you. It seems that the water shippers have some new blood. One of their members rose from relative obscurity to become their wealthiest member. His methods have been efficient and brutal. Normally something to be admired, kitten, but the water shippers cannot afford to be unstable right now. The act of poisoning through drink is Chalmerkey. What do you say, kitten? Shall we drink a toast to his demise? Not so fast, kitten. This time you'll be needing some help. This water shipper keeps his mansion well guarded, almost impenetrable. I mean me, kitten. I'll just purr along in your ear as you stumble through it all. Now listen, the water shipper keeps his estate very well guarded, which means stealth is the only way in. Luckily, I once again have a man on the inside. It'll be terribly exciting for all of us. But never fear, kitten. I'll be here to guide you. That's close enough, kitten. As you can see, our target keeps himself well guarded. Those lights are a problem. If they spot you, you'll be ejected or killed. Luckily, my informants tell me the outer wall took some damage during the last Coriolis storm. Look for a scaffolding. That might be your best entry point. Look at all those flower fields, kitten. Wealth like that almost makes a woman think she picked the wrong business. One of our informants is a dew harvester named Yargan. He's supposed to be waiting for you by one of the storage sheds. Find him. Excellent. You've penetrated the back passage, kitten. Just be careful of toxic gas deposits and... well, I guess it was a euphemism after all, kitten. Delightful. Well done, kitten. Now you just have to find the water supply and drop in the Chalmer key. Nothing to it, really.
I've been watching you in the trance, intruder. I've often found it advantageous to observe my enemies before I confront them. Yet, your affiliation eludes me. I had thought initially that you were from the Guild. Another petty fool who couldn't stand the idea of losing business to an outsider. But I don't recognize you. And I know everybody in the Guild, or rather, everybody who matters. And then, I thought that perhaps you are related to the poor fool who used to own this place. An old family member come back for revenge. But then I remembered I killed every member of his family tree. Tore it from the universe, root and branch. So it leaves only one conclusion. They sent you to check on my progress, I imagine, I wasn't sure how to approach the mission initially. But then I remembered, everybody needs water on Arrakis. It seems so simple. Follow the water, find the Fremen. But they eluded me. I just need more time. Just tell them I need more time. I'll be the one who finds them. I'll be the one who wakes the sleeper. I am certain of it. No, it's too soon. I just need more time. They figured out more than they wanted us to. Our masters, our mission. I know what it all means. You must have the antidote. Give it to me, and I will show you how to break their compulsion. Please. They don't own us. We can... Here. Breathe.
Was a little too specific for the ramblings of a dying man. Cursed Fenring and his secrets. Anyway, Kitten, the guards are converging on your location. I suggest you steal the water shipper's private ornithopter, located at the pad in front of the mansion. It's not like you need it anymore. Congratulations, Kitten. I wasn't sure whether you would succeed this time, but you have proven me wrong. Again. It's always the same, Kitten. Plans within plans. If you aren't playing, you're being played. You can't be this naive. What did the water shipper say? It makes sense that Fenring would want to stop someone from actually finding the Fremen. His Sardaukar claimed to have killed them after all. I don't think Fenring fears much at all. Certainly nothing like the common fears of people like us. Now, I have a new assignment. This one is interesting. A man called the Jackal, spreading sedition amongst the peons of Arrakis. His words carry too much weight. Silence him. Arrakis is protected by the Guild Peace. This means any violation there can lead to extreme sanctions and loss of Guild transport privileges. The Jackal lurks in an alleyway somewhere in the maze of streets in Arrakis. Find him and silence him. Fenring will be waiting.
How can I help you? Yes, well, Felicity and I have been through a lot together, but we still try to maintain the common courtesy of civilization. Why, my partner, of course. Say hello, Felicity. I must apologize. She is the silent type. Ooh. That hurts Felicity's feelings, calling her a nobody. I can't say I am inclined to help somebody so rude. State your business, or go. The Jackal? I do know somebody around here by that name, but he won't speak to anybody who doesn't know the words. My word? No. Only Felicity knows the word. And as I mentioned, she is the quiet type. Because you were rude to her earlier, Felicity only Here is Felicity's riddle. Who is the greatest friend of the hunted? You are correct. Silence is the friend of the hunted. It's an old Fremen riddle, one Felicity learned from the Fremen when she lived with them. Yes, she was there in the siege when the Sardaukar came. Lasguns, fire, blood, she remembers it all. I remember too. It is where I found her. We used to marry sometimes, town Fremen and siege Fremen. Though we of the towns were considered lesser, we were still blood. Felicity was my wife, and shared her time between Arrakis and her siege, until the Sardaukar came. She was guarding the children when they killed her. And now she lives here, in my mind. It's not wrong to be a little insane if it lets you keep the one you love.
What are you looking for? Yes, the words at last. Do you know their significance? Fremen would speak them on their Hajj in search of their Ummah, their personal revelation. And you
are closing in on your Uma, which brings about the end of my vigil. So, you are here to kill me. Do you know why? Yes, I knew it would be Fenring. He never stopped hunting for us after Carthage. He never truly believed he had succeeded. You are not the first to come in search of the Fremen. You are one of many. Find the Fremen, wake the sleeper. Those words used to ring in my mind as well. A compulsion. But for the others like me, the compulsion was broken. It drove us mad. My brother became mad with endless hunger. My sister sought solace in religious fervor. The youngest of us was overcome with greed. And one by one, you have hunted them down and killed them. Until at last, there is only me. Blind and lost. A madman surrounded by the mad. You have eyes, yet you see less than a blind man. The Bene Gesserit care nothing for us. Busy with their plot to wed Atreides to Harkonnen. Who indeed? Who plucked us from our berths on the prison ship and compelled us to find the Fremen? I know only one thing. Count Fenring knows. And that is why you must kill me. You are so close to your answers. My brothers and sisters are dead. You must. We've all lost our way. You can complete the mission, but not if Fenring kills you first. Do what you were sent here to do. As I said, friend, we were designed to be controlled. So, kill me.
Notice I'm going to.